Right now, we want to talk about the boom in businesses in Northern Ireland now that we've got the ceasefire. Now, we want to talk about the increase of small businesses as well, expanding in Northern Ireland since the ceasefires began. Jerry Adams, will they stay open?
Well, I want to know why you're asking me. I don't fund them.
But you fucking blow them up, don't you?
Well, now, Mr. Cole, I've told you time and time again that I am not a member of the IRA. It's peace I want, and I will do anything to get it. Well, Mr. Adams, there's a train at 8 o'clock. Don't get on it. Get in front of it if you'll do anything for it. Well, if you stood in front of it, you'd probably fucking wreck it. Now, I'll stick my boot in your beardy bollocks. Don't you talk to me like that.
Right, Dr. Paisley, give it over for God's sake. You've been in more fights than Chris Eubank. Mind you, Eubank won most of his anyway. Now, in with us tonight is the head of the IDB, which of course is the Industrial Development Board for Northern Ireland. That, of course, is John B. McGuckin. Now, John B. McGuckin, should I say? Yes, sorry. John B. McGuckin, is there still plenty of money in the kitty for further expansion on the business front, or is it all running dry?
Well, there's still a few quid left in the kitty, but everybody needs to pull their weight and not their plunkers and get up with their fucking lazy beds in the morning and come down and see it, and we'll try and set them up in a business. And we don't want to hear from prostitutes, priests, or fucking Protestants. We don't want anyone like that at all down to see us here, because we will not give this money away to any Tom, Dick, or Harry.
Right, well, Jerry Adams, there's still plenty of opportunities, isn't there?
Well, there probably is. Mr. McGuckin, what about a workshop for making fireworks? Light caliber, of course.
Well, Mr. Adams, I don't think so. I think you've got more workshops and fucking corner shops, to be honest with you. What we're looking for here is hard-working people who are honest and who are prepared to knock their fucking bollocks. And we've got no time for lazy bastards scrounging of our company, and we will not tolerate that.
Right, well, Sir Patrick Mayhew, no doubt the ceasefires are good for small businesses all round. Would you not think so?
Well, indeed, as Mr. McGuckin has explained, Northern Ireland's small business firms have expanded, and we want to see that trend continue, especially in areas such as in most need, like the Anderson's Town, the Falls Road, the Markets area, and of course the Polgas Estate. We want to see all those areas expand and therefore go forward.
Hold on, you fat bastard. Has Jerry Adams got a gun to your bollocks under this table? I never heard any Protestant areas being mentioned. Now, hold on, Dr. Paisley. These areas are earmarked. Your fucking ears will be marked if you don't shut up. Now, let me speak. I am speaking to Sir Patrick. Now, shut your fucking face.
Right, now, give it over for goodness sake. Jerry Fitt, do you think the IDB are investing money into projects in the right areas, or are Catholics still being discriminated against?
Well, as you know, us Catholics don't need to work. There's plenty of post offices about.
You mean a lot of Catholics draw the dole money?
No, I mean they fucking rob them.
All right, see, well, Jerry Adams, is that a fair assessment?
Well, as you know, I don't rob them. And anyone who says I do rob them are liars.
No, that's because you got some other poor bastard to go and fucking rob them for you, Mr. Adams. I think we're all stupid or what?
Well, I and Sinn Féin strenuously deny that. But I think the IDB should build a large concert hall so that we can bring all people together to watch and enjoy bands such as the Pogues, Sinead O'Connor, the Daughter of Days, and of course the Cranberries. We want every...
Oh, let me tell you this here, Mr. Adams, and let me make this abundantly clear to you. The God-fearing people of Belfast do not want an orgy of devil-worshipping and debauchery to take place in this so-called concert hall. These so-called musicians, singers and dancers spend all their time drinking, fornicating and drug-taking. Some of them have been taking so many drugs that they've been on more trips than the average Belfast City councillor, for fuck's sake. Don't be trying to tell me that we should have this built or that built. Don't tell us.
Well, let me tell you this is typical of Ian Paisley changing the subject again.
Mister, you butt out of it.
Right. Well, let's talk about briefly, John Hume, what Ian Paisley is getting at. He is saying about the free trips. We are talking about the council junkets. A lot of Belfast City councillors were taking trips at the ratepayers' expense. Is that right, Mr. Hume?
Well, I thought it was a fucking disgrace. These unionist councillors were jetting all over the world, while the best a nationalist councillor could hope for is a free fucking flight from Hoover. I think that was absolutely deplorable.
Well, it's good to hear that some fiends are actually buying Hoovers at last, but Mr. Hume is talking through his arse again. He spends more time abroad than that woman out of the holiday show, John Dildo or John Dando or whatever her fucking name is. And if you're talking, Mr. Hume, about Sammy Wilson or Peter the Punt Robinson, and I said punt, I wouldn't mind paying an extra few pounds on my rates to send the pair of them into orbit. One way, of course.
Well, right. Well, now, we want to get back onto the subject in question which we were talking about, which, of course, is the boom in business in Northern Ireland. Finally, John B. McGugan, will there be more business, therefore more jobs?
Well, I certainly hope so, because these fucking Japanese are trying to take over, and the worst about it is, when they get in, they'll bring their own yellow-faced fucking comrades over to do the work, and that means that they'll be doing us out of work, and if it comes to that, then we're going to have to go to Jerry Adams or someone to try and blow them out of fucking business, because we don't want them coming over and taking...
Right, that's great, John McGugan. Thank you very much indeed for that there.